Good afternoon everyone and happy Fresh Friday. This week we're going to be making a brown butter green beans almondine that is quite simple. It's only going to require a few ingredients, but it looks very complicated and sophisticated. It is great as a side dish and it's going to be wonderful for the holidays, which are going to be here before we know it. We're using tenderette green beans that we got from Gallrein Farms in Shelbyville. We got to go out there this week and it was wonderful. They were setting up for their fall festival, which starts tomorrow, and their on-farm market had so much produce. They still have you pick sunflowers and it's just a great visit out there. So if you get the chance, read our post from earlier and be sure to go and visit this fall season. And let's get into the green beans.
To get us started, I have a large pot of boiling water here that I'm going to add salt to. I'm going to salt this just like my pasta water, so salty like the ocean. We're going to add in our washed and trimmed green beans. Because these are tenderettes, you really don't need to trim these too much, but just remove any odd bits and ends. We're going to add these in and let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until they are tender but still have a little bit of a bite to them. I'm going to pull one out just to give it a nice taste test, and then once these are ready, we're going to pull them out and add them to a bowl filled with water and ice to completely stop the cooking process. We're going to drain the water and then just add this back to the stove on medium heat. I know I love a good one-pot recipe just so I can do less dishes, so this is perfect for that. We're adding 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we're just going to let this slowly melt. Like I said, this is on medium heat. We don't want the butter fats to burn. So once this has fully melted and it's starting to bubble a little bit, we're going to add in our almonds. Now these are just some sliced almonds. You can add whatever kinds that you have, just make sure that they're not flavored and that they're not salted, because we want to control the salt content in this and flavor it on our own. Now as you can see, this is continuing to bubble and starting to get a little bit more golden brown in coloring. You're going to want to continue to stir this, making sure once again that the butter solids aren't burning, but you'll start to see that there are just some little pieces or brown flecks that you'll see in the butter, and this is a good sign. This is that flavor. So we're going to add just a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes for some spice, and about 3 tablespoons of some fresh lemon juice. We're going to give it a nice stir, and then we're going to add in our tenderettes. Now these don't need to cook anymore. We're really just adding these in to warm them back up and to get the flavors to mix together. So fully make sure each green bean is coated, and we are ready to plate. These green beans are so beautiful that they speak for themselves. They don't need too many frills. We are just simply going to add these to our plate, making sure to add some of those buttery almonds on top and a little bit of the butter sauce drizzled as well. We're going to top this with a little bit of flaky salt, and it is ready to serve. There are so many different variations to this recipe. You can add in shallots, garlic, or top this with Parmesan, but I love how simple this recipe is, and it looks quite impressive in my opinion, and it's just as delicious. I hope you will give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out Gallrein Farms in Shelbyville, and we will see you next week. Bye!